Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing my Class 9 CBSE Social Studies holiday homework, presented as a comic strip on the French Revolution. Let's dive into it. Firstly, we come to the social causes. French society in the 18th century was divided into three estates, namely the clergy. This included high-ranking members of the church, a privileged class. Examples: priests and bishops. The nobility. This included the king and queen, nobles of the sword, princesses of royal blood. Clergy, nobles, dukes, marquises, counts, viscounts, knights, etc. Everyone else, this included lawyers, doctors, businessmen, merchants, soldiers, craftsmen, shopkeepers, peasants, etc. The first two estates enjoyed certain privileges by birth. They were exempt from paying taxes. The third estate was the one who had to pay taxes to the state and give funding to the upper classes. They lived a miserable life, paying excessive taxes with no political or social rights. As a result, they were extremely discontent. Now we come to the political causes. Long years of war had drained the financial resources of France. France had a debt of more than 2 billion livres. Financial crisis. When Louis XVI started to rule in the 18th century, he was welcomed with an empty treasury due to the mismanagement of previous rulers. There was a 10% interest on the loans to be paid, and France was losing more and more money. Still, the king continued spending heavily to maintain the luxurious palace. Tax increase. To meet its expenses, maintaining the army, court, running government offices and universities, the state was forced to increase taxes, which angered the people a lot. Now we come to the economic causes. King Louis XVI's luxurious lifestyle and the long years of war continued to drain the financial resources of France. They kept spending on useless expenses, such as helping the 13 American colonies gain freedom from Britain. Population increase. The population of France had also increased from 23 million in 1715 to 28 million in 1789. Now that was a big jump in a short span of time. This led to a rise in the prices of basic items like bread and food grains. At the same time, demand for food grains also shot up due to the growing population. Food grain demand increase. The people were made to pay both direct and indirect taxes to the state. And now we start with the comic book of the three estates. Nobles and clergy said, "I love the fact that we enjoy certain privileges by birth. I love that we are exempt from paying taxes. I love that we don't need to work hard to earn money. The third estate provides us with funding. Me too. I also love that we enjoy privileges and are exempt from paying taxes just because we were born into it. Hey, third estate, please pay the tithes. That's 1/10 of your income. Me too. I love that we don't need to struggle. The third estate takes care of all the funding." Then the third estate responded, "This is unfair. You people are using me. I am the only one paying taxes, giving funding to you all, paying tithes. I don't even have political or social rights. I am very angry. I will fight for my rights." Long years of war had drained the financial resources of France. France was now in debt of more than 2 billion livres. People shouted, "Stop the war and pay the debt before the conditions get worse." Bankers warned, "From now on, we'll be charging a 10% interest on the loan." France responded, "What? A 10% interest? That's too much. I, France, am broke. I'll try to manage and find a way to pay the loan." King Louis XVI said, "Wow, I've become the king, but I've inherited an empty treasury. Now I can't live a luxurious life. There must be some other way. Maybe I can increase taxes to pay the loan and maintain my lifestyle." But then the third estate, middle-class people, said, "This is unfair. You can't just increase the taxes while our wages are so low. Even we have families to take care of. Make the upper class pay taxes too, not just us. Stop living a luxurious lifestyle and pay the debt instead. It wasn't necessary to help the 13 American colonies. Now we're deep in debt. Make the upper classes pay. You only make us pay. This is unfair. We need justice." Crowds shouted. "The population of France has increased from 23 to 28 million. We need more food. We need bread. We are hungry. We are starving. The food is so costly, we can't afford it. Our children are hungry." King Louis XVI said nervously, "I fear I may be guillotined by the people of France. I'm trapped. I need money to pay the debt and raise wages. But the only way I can do that is by increasing taxes. And now, the people are starving and turning against me." If you enjoyed this and if this was helpful for you all, then make sure to like, share, comment down and subscribe for more such content.